It all begins with a quiet question that most people never notice. Why does money seem to flow towards some people and away from others? This question sits in the background of our lives, rarely asked directly but always felt. It's not about luck or effort alone. Instead, it's about something deeper: how we think about money, how we approach it, and how we use it. This question sets the stage for everything that follows, inviting us to look beyond the obvious and explore the hidden patterns that shape our financial lives. Money seems to have a life of its own, flowing towards certain people and slipping away from others. It's easy to blame circumstances or external factors, but the truth is often found in our mindset. Some people attract wealth because they see opportunities where others see obstacles. They understand the flow of money not as a mystery but as a pattern that can be learned and applied. This realization is the first step in changing how we interact with money. Millionaires don't play a different game of effort, they play a different game of thinking. Their approach to money is fundamentally different from most people. Instead of focusing solely on working harder, they focus on thinking smarter. They ask questions others don't, and they look for solutions that go beyond the obvious. This shift in thinking is what separates those who build wealth from those who simply chase it. For millionaires, money is not the finish line, it's a tool. While many people see money as something to spend or save, wealthy individuals see it as something to use. They ask themselves, can this money grow into more money? This question changes everything. It shifts the focus from consumption to creation, from spending to investing. Money becomes a means to an end, not the end itself. Many people spend money simply to survive, covering expenses and hoping there's enough left over. Millionaires, on the other hand, focus on growth. They look for ways to turn every dollar into more dollars. This mindset leads them to seek opportunities, invest in assets, and build systems that generate wealth. The difference is subtle but powerful. Survival is reactive, growth is proactive. First major shift happens when you understand the difference between income and assets. A salary ends when work stops, but an asset keeps producing even in silence. Millionaires focus their attention on assets, businesses, investments, and systems that generate income without constant effort. This shift is crucial for building lasting wealth. Salary is comfortable, but it has limitations. It stops when you stop working. Millionaires recognize this and shift their focus to assets that continue to produce income, even when they're not actively involved. This approach allows them to build wealth that grows over time, independent of their daily effort. Assets are powerful because they work for you, even when you're not working. Whether it's a business, an investment, or a system, assets generate income quietly and consistently. Millionaires build and nurture assets, understanding that this is the foundation of true wealth. The focus shifts from earning to owning. Millionaires place their attention on assets, not just income. They look for ways to build businesses, invest in opportunities, and create systems that generate wealth. This shift in attention is what allows them to grow their financial resources over time, rather than simply maintaining them. Risk is a part of every financial journey. Most people fear losing money, but millionaires fear stagnation more than loss. They don't gamble, they calculate, test, and move while others hesitate. Their approach to risk is measured and strategic, allowing them to make decisions that lead to growth. Most people are held back by the fear of losing money. This fear keeps them from taking action, exploring opportunities, or investing in their future. Millionaires, however, understand that avoiding risk can lead to stagnation. They are willing to take calculated risks, knowing that growth often requires stepping outside their comfort zone. Millionaires fear stagnation more than loss. They understand that staying still can be more dangerous than moving forward and making mistakes. This mindset allows them to embrace change, seek new opportunities, and continue growing, even when faced with uncertainty. Millionaires don't gamble with their money. Instead, they calculate, test, and move with intention. They analyze opportunities, weigh the risks, and make decisions based on data and experience. This approach minimizes losses and maximizes gains, setting them apart from those who act impulsively. Think of it like two people in a storm. One waits for perfect weather that never comes, while the other learns to sail. This metaphor illustrates the difference in mindset. Millionaires adapt to changing conditions, learning to navigate uncertainty and make progress even when circumstances aren't ideal. Waiting for perfect conditions is a trap. Millionaires act even when the situation is uncertain. They understand that progress comes from movement, not perfection. By learning to sail through storms, they build resilience and gain experience that helps them succeed in the long run. The deepest difference between millionaires and others is emotional. Millionaires delay comfort, invest when others consume, and tolerate uncertainty long enough for compounding to do its invisible work. This emotional resilience is what allows them to build wealth over time. Millionaires are willing to delay comfort. Instead of spending money for immediate gratification, they invest it for future growth. This ability to wait, to tolerate discomfort, is a key factor in their success. It allows them to benefit from compounding and build wealth that lasts. While many people consume, millionaires invest. They put their money into opportunities that can grow rather than spending it on things that disappear. This difference in behavior is rooted in their mindset and emotional discipline, allowing them to build wealth over time. Millionaires tolerate uncertainty long enough for compounding to do its invisible work. They understand that wealth grows slowly and quietly, often out of sight. This patience is what allows them to reap the rewards of their investments over time. Compounding is invisible but powerful. Millionaires trust the process, knowing that small actions taken consistently can lead to big results. They don't need immediate rewards, they're willing to wait for their investments to grow. Over time, patience becomes power. Millionaires understand that waiting, investing, and trusting the process gives them an advantage. Their patience allows them to build wealth that others miss because they're focused on immediate gratification. The real shift is simple but uncomfortable. It's not about working harder but about thinking differently. Millionaires stop asking, "How do I make money?" and start asking, "How do I build something that makes money without me?" This change in perspective is the foundation of wealth. Millionaires focus on building systems that generate income without their constant involvement. These systems, businesses, investments, and assets work for them, allowing their wealth to grow even when they're not actively working. Wealth is rarely created by effort alone, it is created by perspective. Millionaires understand that how you think about money, how you approach opportunities, and how you build systems is more important than simply working harder. Once your thinking changes, your financial future quietly follows. The decisions you make, the risks you take, and the systems you build all stem from your mindset. Changing your perspective is the first step toward lasting wealth. Mindset is the foundation of wealth. Millionaires cultivate a mindset that focuses on growth, opportunity, and resilience. They see challenges as chances to learn and improve rather than obstacles to avoid. Millionaires actively seek opportunities. They look for ways to invest, build, and grow their resources. This proactive approach sets them apart from those who wait for luck or chance. Mistakes are inevitable, but millionaires learn from them. They use failures as stepping stones, adjusting their strategies and improving their systems. This willingness to learn is a crucial part of their success. Resilience is the ability to keep going even when things get tough. Millionaires build resilience by facing challenges, learning from setbacks, and continuing to move forward. This trait helps them overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. Millionaires have a long-term vision. They plan for the future, invest in assets, and build systems that will continue to grow. This vision guides their decisions and keeps them focused on their goals. Consistency is key. Millionaires take consistent action, investing regularly, building systems, and improving their strategies. This steady approach leads to compounding growth and lasting wealth. The compounding effect is powerful. Small actions taken consistently can lead to big results over time. Millionaires understand this and use compounding to grow their wealth quietly and steadily. Delayed gratification is a hallmark of millionaire thinking. They are willing to wait for rewards, investing in opportunities that take time to mature. This patience allows them to benefit from long-term growth. Uncertainty is a part of every financial journey. Millionaires embrace it, understanding that risk and uncertainty are necessary for growth. They don't let fear hold them back. Instead, they use uncertainty as a tool for learning and progress. Millionaires test their ideas and improve their strategies. They don't settle for the first solution. They experiment, learn, and refine their approach. This willingness to test and improve sets them apart from those who give up too soon. Strategic decisions are at the heart of millionaire thinking. They analyze opportunities, weigh risks, and make choices that align with their long-term vision. This strategic approach helps them build wealth efficiently. A learning mindset is essential. Millionaires are always learning, seeking new information, and improving their skills. This commitment to growth keeps them ahead of the curve and ready for new opportunities. Wealth is often built quietly behind the scenes. Millionaires focus on steady progress, consistent action, and patient investing. They don't need to announce their success, they let their results speak for themselves. Progress is often invisible at first. Millionaires trust the process, knowing that small improvements add up over time. They stay committed even when results aren't immediately visible. Trusting the process is essential for building wealth. Millionaires understand that results take time and they are willing to wait. This trust allows them to stay focused and continue investing even when progress is slow. Transformation happens quietly. As your thinking changes, your financial future follows. Millionaires experience this shift, moving from effort to perspective, from consumption to creation, and from fear to resilience. A shift in perspective is the foundation of wealth. Millionaires change how they see money, how they approach opportunities, and how they build systems. This shift leads to lasting financial success. Your financial future is shaped by your mindset. Millionaires understand this and focus on building habits, systems, and strategies that support their goals. Changing your thinking is the first step toward a brighter financial future. To summarize, the journey to wealth is not about working harder but about thinking differently. Millionaires focus on assets, embrace risk, delay comfort, and trust the process. These shifts in mindset and behavior are what lead to lasting financial success. The real secret to wealth is perspective. Once you change how you think about money, your financial future quietly transforms. Millionaires know this, and their journey begins with a simple question: how can I build something that makes money without me? The answer lies in mindset, patience, and strategic action.